Hello, everyone. Again, this is Ethan Shapiro, the climate change realtor with Coldwell Banker, founder and manager of the most innovative real estate sales company in the world, here for Principles, episode 15. And as promised last week, should be a good one. But I said something about 3 most harmful habits. That was actually a note that I made. So the next letter is actually letter E. So we're still in the middle of 4.3. Understand the great brain battles and how to control them to get what you want. So letter E. Train your lower level you with kindness and persistence to build the right habits. Ooh, I love that. I hit the lamp. Train yourself with kindness and persistence to build the right habits. So the right habits are going to be persisting towards what you want, knowing that you need to achieve your goals and achieving them and doing whatever it takes to get there. Persisting, no matter how many doors get slammed in your face, no matter how many people disagree with you or say you're doing something wrong. Now, that doesn't mean you don't change, but you persist towards your goals. So you might change the way you're getting to your goals, adding more kindness in. I always try to be as kind and considerate as possible because it's so valuable. It feeds the soul. When you, one of the things I do is when someone's really rude to me, I try to be extra nice to them. And then I know I said on Glenn's podcast, New Realm, you guys should check out the New Realm podcast if you haven't. It's amazing. But I was on episode 2 of New Realm, and I said I do that, and he was like, "Oh, I hate that." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, don't hate me. I'm a nice guy. I'm trying so hard to be a good person every single day. I'm critically thinking about everything I do, and yes, train your lower level. So you want to be nice on a subconscious level, and I think I'm really close to that point, if not already there. I'm kill it with kindness, as they say. So let's talk about letter F. Understand the differences between right-brained and left-brained thinking. See, I don't know. Do I have any notes? Yeah, I don't have any notes on that. I'm gonna think. I don't even want to. I would say logic versus emotion, but I really, really don't know, and the computer's too far away for me to Google it quickly. Maybe I'll put up a definition right now. Cool. So that's the best I could do this week. So we to provide you guys as much value as possible. I'm just gonna have to keep moving, but I think some people are more left brained and some people are more right brained, and you want both so you can have a full picture. You can get everything together. So that's really good. Letter G. Understand how much the brain can and cannot change. Right. So, I mean, obviously I'm someone who personally believes you can do anything, but you do have to understand, we talked about understanding your blind spots, and every single week trying to look at yourself objectively. I'm just more emotional, it seems, than most people. Now I do, and that means I've been working hard on getting control over my emotions and controlling myself better. But you got to understand your weaknesses, and some parts of your brain are just going to be that way. Like if you have a brain disorder, now you can get prosthetics or whatever to help you fix your problem, but you have to understand it and change what you can to be the way you want to be, but also accept who you are and really lean into your strengths and your weaknesses. I talk about ego every week as well, how I'm very egotistical, but it leads me to success and it leads me to failure, and I have to use the failure to lead me to more success, and that's the way it's got to be. So 4.4, find out what you and others are like. Okay, let's do it. Find out what you and others are like. The more you know, the better, right? The more information you have, the more you are in a seat of power, and you can understand more than someone else, and you can make those decisions that will lead you to success, right? So letter A is introversion versus extroversion. Can you guys guess what I'm like? I show up at the door. I don't want to be there. Within 6 doors, I am so fully energized. Someone was like, yesterday, someone was like, not a good fucking time. Get the fuck out of here. Like, that's like one of the worst I've ever gotten. Again, I'm so stoic now. Like that was like one of the first times, like, I didn't even feel anything. Like, he was just like, get the fuck out of here. Fucking bad time. Some lady was walking her dog and was like laughing at me for having to deal with that. I don't care anymore because then again, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 really nice people couple doors down. You know what I mean? So that has nothing to do with introversion and extroversion. I need help from someone who's introverted, because they're going to be able to see things I'm never going to see. But as you guys can tell, I'm extremely extroverted, and I lean into that hard. So if you're introverted, you should lean into that hard as well. Do the things that will lead you to success through your personalized skill set. So understanding, finding out what others are like. My bad. Intuitive versus sensing. All right, so intuition is like a feeling, and sensing, I guess, is using like your five senses. They say, I think Simon Sinek says good leaders go with their gut. I'll just give you, we'll relate it through me, right? Because that's what this show is. But again, always recommend you read the book and come to your own conclusions. I believe I'm more intuitive. When I have a feeling, I feel good about something, I tend to lean into that. And you got to use your senses. You got to use both. But what Ray is talking about is some people are stronger naturally with one or the other. You're more introverted. You're more extroverted. You're more intuitive. You're more sensing. And what you want to do is find partners who are the opposite of you. So then you guys are a machine. You can defeat anything because you have all the powerful aspects you need for success. I'm looking for you guys. If you're out there, if you're watching this in the future, I'm looking for these people to join my company and join my team, because I need help doing what we want to do. We got to, solve the climate crisis. Thinking versus feeling. Again, I would say I'm actually quite a mix when it comes to that. I mean, intuitive is feeling versus sensing. But I don't know. These are similar. Again, we want to look these things up and make sure we know the words appropriately. But yeah, thinking versus feeling. I do think I'm actually more of a thinker. I like to think things through before I do it. But in the moment, yeah, again, programming your lower self, because when you feel, I don't know, guys. Thinking versus feeling. What type of person are you? You should think about it or feel about it. I don't know. Planning versus perceiving. I'm probably more of a planner versus a perceiver. Perceiver is in the moment, seeing things. I like to have like the millionaire real estate agent model, which is right there. That's what these papers are, is this millionaire real estate agent model. I like to have a very firm plan and then just ride it out and see what happens, and then analyze and then create another plan. So again, I'm not entirely sure what he means by this, but you should read the book again. So letter E is creators versus refiners versus advancers versus executors versus flexers. I am sorry about this week, guys. I'm not an expert on this book. This book's like 1,000 pages long. I'm just putting the points out there so you can see what they are. Creators, refiners, advancers, executors, it looks like it says, and flexers. They obviously all do different things, and you should find out what they all do because they're different roles in organizations, I would imagine. I so apologize for not knowing what all these terms mean this week. But the book's there. Reach out to me if you want a copy. The book is out there. It's really, really good. Letter F, focusing on tasks versus focusing on goals. Ooh, what's better than that? Hard to say. I think for a more, what would it be? Right brain. I'm just taking a guess. Right-brained person, someone who's more pragmatic and less visionary. I say I'm quite pragmatic, but really I think I'm more visionary. I like to focus on goals because that's what will carry me through. What other people will like to focus on tasks. You need both, and again, that's the key. This is about finding what you and others are like. Do you do better with like having A, B, C, D, or do you do better with I'm going to achieve this and let's just do it? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You need both to really be successful, to help to have that person pull you up that part of the mountain they've already climbed. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So focus on tasks, focus on goals. All right, letter G, workplace personality inventory. I am so sorry. I don't know about this stuff. I think he's talking about having everyone's personalities kind of on display so you can see who's better suited for different tasks. They have like the dot analysis and all these different things at Bridgewater that they use to become as efficient as possible. So that's really cool, is this idea. And I'm probably going to have everyone who wants to work for this company come and do like a personality test so we can see who's compatible with what, who's going to be better suited for specific tasks and stuff like that. It's very important so everyone, extreme transparency, the believability, weighted decision making, the whole idea meritocracy thing, the idea that we're all transparent, we're all criticizing each other, we all know we're not good at one thing and better at the other. Maybe that's what he's leaning into, but it's really good stuff. And this is just life principles. This isn't even work principles. I started rereading work principles recently. That stuff's really cool as well. Just the whole thing is really cool. So letter H, shapers are people who can go from visualization to actualization. That's what I'm very, very trying very hard to do. My visualization is a company where we really provide amazing service to people while also providing amazing service to the world. So I don't take the profits. The profits are spread out to the community to fight this overarching horrible challenge that we have of this blanket of carbon all over the planet that we need to get rid of, basically. Not get rid of, but we need to bring it from ppm whatever down to whatever. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying. So yeah, shapers. That's what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be a shaper of the future. I'm trying to create a future where the people who live next generation are dealing with their own problems, not dealing with the problems of the past generation like we have to deal with right now. So that's what I'm hoping for. I have a note. Oh, wait. I have a note. Can hold conflicting thoughts simultaneously and see things from different angles. Yeah, so that's really valuable, is being able to see things from different angles. Oh, I have a couple more notes, and we'll kind of finish up here. Knowing how one is wired is the first step in any life journey. Right. Knowing yourself, understanding your weaknesses and your strengths, who you are, what's your why, why do you think the way you do? Very likely you're very similar to your parents, you're very similar to your hometown. Why is that? Understand that, accept it, figure out your weaknesses, lean into your strengths, and find someone, a partner, someone who is strong where you're weak, and you guys will both succeed very well together. And that is the key. It's the key to success. And then my last note is there is no correlation between happiness levels and conventional makers of success. Now, these are my notes. They might have been something Ray said. I agree, and I have this theory that you can like pleasure cap, but continue on if you're someone who's looking for purpose in your life. So obviously I don't feel like I have a choice. I feel like I'm just someone who has to pursue amazing goals. Not even amazing, big goals. I feel like this week I was like crying because I'm like, I have all this work to do because no one else is doing it. It's like, why me? I'm in the car like, I don't want to be president, man. Like, I just want to like sit on the golf course with my girlfriend and just like smoke a J. But that's not who I am. I'm someone who's living my life based on purpose. And right, back to the pleasure cap thing. I think if you have financial freedom, a wife or a husband or a girlfriend or a lover or a same gender, same sexual, different, what, you know what I'm saying, like a lover. If you have that and a kid and you don't worry about having to make money, that's it. That's the pleasure cap. Like there's nothing more important in life than love, family, relationships. It's those who are drawn to those, the infinite game, always pursuing more and more challenges you're going to be on a quest for nothingness. If your happiness can't come from that, your happiness has to come from the little things in life. The way my philosophy professor put it, he said life is about grave problems and light moments. So I'm dealing with both, but you don't have to. You can just become financially free and enjoy the rest of your life. I'd like you to list your house with Climate Change Realty to help me on my journey. But if you're not a purpose-driven person and you're more about your own personal satisfaction, that's cool. You're gonna live a happy life as long as you focus on relationships and not on materialism and other things like that. That was Principles episode 15. Sorry about not knowing all the stuff. We'll be back next week with another episode of Principles because this show is awesome, and I will be live on Instagram in 7 minutes. Stay happy, stay positive, stay frosty. 2012, I love you all, and I am continuing my journey. We got big, big things coming next year and the end of this year, and always. Peace out, dogs.